I can't get my iPad to work. Hello, hello, hello everyone. Welcome to Stamp with Shel. My name is Shel Anderson and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I do short lunch break with Shel video tutorials Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon Central Standard Time. I also do Facebook Lives Wednesday nights at 6:30. Today we're going to be having a play with the Magical Meadow bundle. I'll grab my catalog here and we will find this in the catalog so you know where to find it. Magical Meadow, page 38. Fabulous, fabulous bundle. Has coordinating dies with lots of greenery, great images, and some fabulous greetings. Open this up so that you can have a peek at all the dies. There are standalone ones that we cut out greenery, or you can stamp them and then cut out. And there are the stamps, minus one that we're using today. So we're going to be using that. We're also using the Nested Essentials dies. And I'm also using the Chic dies. I needed the snowflakes. So that's what we're using there. And we are going to get started. I have pre-cut out a bunch of the greenery in shaded spruce as well as garden green. I don't know which I'm going to use. And these two pieces, I cut these out and then added the cherry cobbler berries to it. And like I said, I don't know exactly what I'm using. We're kind of flying by the seat of our pants. And you're also going to need your embossing buddy, some embossing powder. I chose silver, and some ribbon or trim. I found this old spool of cherry cobbler baker's twine, and that's what I'm going to use today. So we are going to get started. Standard card base today, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And on the inside, we are going to put a 3 3/4 by 5 panel so that we have a nice place to write our greeting. All right, bring in a bone folder and we will burnish that score line. Next up, we have a 3 3/4 by 5 panel of cherry, I'm missing a strip, there it is, of cherry cobbler. And what we're going to do is we are going to glue these panels on the front of our card. That's just to add some interest. And I'm hoping I'm in camera view. Like I said, I'm without, my iPad will not log into Facebook for some reason. And I'm doing this blind, so forgive me if I go out of camera range because I cannot see what I'm doing. Typically in front of me here I have my iPad. And that way, when I look up, I can make sure that I'm in camera range. So I'm just adding adhesive to the back of each of these panels. And we're just gluing them on. To add interest here. I could have put just the sheet of DSP, which would be pretty, but it doesn't add depth like this does. So there we have that. right, now that we have our panel, we are going to add some adhesive to the back, and we are going to pop this right in the middle. I hesitated for a moment. I thought I had done something wrong, but I didn't. Okay, so now we're going to set that aside. I have a Nested Essentials dies. This is the second largest, and I stamped it with the greeting, "May this season of sparkle bring joy and delight." And I heat embossed that in silver. Okay, so now my thought is that I'm going to use these pieces to embellish. And I don't know how I'm going to do that, to be honest. I have no idea. I'm just winging it. I'm thinking we need to mix the two greens. I'm just going to play with this for a minute or two until it makes me happy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that or not because I'm fighting with this thing. All right, let's try again. Something like that makes me happy. All right, I'm going to pick this up and I am going to bring in my silicone mat, if I can grab it. And I'm just going to lay this back down. And what I'm going to do is just add some adhesive to the back so that I can glue these pieces to each other. Now see where this one, oops, I'm going to lift this one right up. I just want to make sure that the tails are together at the bottom. Something like that. All right. You could do that with glue dots as well. All right, now I am going to take this and glue this onto there. And we're just going to put dobs of glue on the back side. There we go. Something like that. Come on. And you can bend them a little bit to get them to go where you want them. Like I want to be able to see the red berries. This one needs a little adhesive. There we go. Hopefully I'm on camera. There we have it. All right. Now I am going to make a little bow out of this cherry cobbler baker's twine. I don't want it to be big. So I'm going to fuss with it a minute or two. There we go. And then I'm going to pop that I don't like that. Let's try something else. Somewhere I have some cherry cobbler striped ribbon. I don't know if I'm going to like this one either, but we're going to try it. And if this doesn't work, I have a garden green. But you never know till you try, right? Don't like that baker's twine. Let's grab the garden green and we'll try that one too. Come on. It's giving me grief. See what happens. We'll have 2 more choices here. And see what looks best. All right, so let's put it on the card. There is the cherry cobbler, which I kind of like. I wish I had a solid. I do not like the green. All right, so this is what we're going with. We need some dimensionals for the back side of this. And I am going to be generous. I don't want it moving around on my card. One more. All right, take your pick tool over here, and we will remove those paper backings. Maybe. It's being stubborn. There we go. I think we got them all off. Yep. So I'm going to place this in the center-ish of my card, like so. And then we need some glue dots. For our ribbon. Come on. Get on there. All right. So if I pop that right on there, that should be good. And then we need a couple to hold those tails in place. There we go. All right. That's good for that. Let me get rid of this garbage. And I have some snowflakes here to embellish with. And I don't know if I want that big one on there or not. I think we might want some little ones. Maybe something like that. How's that look? Looks pretty good to me. All right, I think I want those popped up on mini dimensionals if I have any left. Let's do that. There's one. And 2. paper stuck to my finger. I find the backings for these dimensionals everywhere in my house. My dog, when I used to have my dog would have them on her nose all the time. She'd see them on the floor and run and, oh, what's that? What's that? And it would get stuck to her nose and she wouldn't even know it was there. All right, that's pretty. May the season of sparkle bring joy and delight. And I think I'm going to pop this little one on the inside because it's so very pretty. Just need a little adhesive. There we go. And I'll just pop that just like so. Still plenty of room to write our greeting. And now I want a little gem or something for the center. Oops. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry about that. Holy moly. Took you for a ride. I need a little gem or something for the center of those. And I don't have anything. It would be nice if I had something that was cherry. We are sorely lacking in cherry cobbler embellishments. Those iridescent discs might be pretty. Let's try one of those. See what that looks like. I know they're not cherry, but they might be close enough. Oh, I like that. These are the iridescent discs. They're just little flat pieces of shiny foil that are adhesive on the back side. Oops, that one's crooked. I'll take this one off and put it on again. There we go. I'll try not to make you dizzy when I move that this time. Sorry. And here is our card. May the season of sparkle bring joy and delight. And I hope the camera is picking up all of that sparkly goodness. We need to trim these tails a wee bit. A little bit long for my liking. There we go. And then inside I just put that other little piece of greenery. So that, my friends, is our card for today. I hope you enjoyed it. And as I said at the start of the video, I will put the measurements on my blog post. And thank you so very much for joining me. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.